Alright, hi guys, just going to be a quick one today. As is probably going to be quite obvious, I'm not a morning person at all. Probably just given the fact that all of these videos are done, or at least uploaded, at night for me, at the end of each day. I'm just not a morning person. I never have been. Like especially back in the days when I'd have to like get up at 6:30 for school and all of that. I just didn't enjoy it at all. And when I got to uni and was able to start working on my own schedule, I discovered that I could literally just stay up however long I wanted. Well, not however long I wanted, obviously. If I had stuff to do in the mornings, then I'd have to get up for that. But generally speaking, I was quite lucky in that respect because my course was not very contact heavy. It was a lot more independent work and that sort of stuff. So I did get quite lucky in that I didn't have a lot of contact hours or a lot of stuff to get up for necessarily. So I was able to just work out my own schedule and stick to that, which I really did appreciate. And so what I found was that the later in the day it would get, the more productive I would end up being, certainly in terms of doing work and all of that. So yeah, that was nice, because it meant I was, like I said, I was able to like find a schedule that worked for me, and I was able to stick to that. And it just so happened that the schedule that worked for me was like waking up at like 11 a.m. most days and staying up till 3 a.m. most days just to do work and all that kind of stuff. However I was feeling each day, that would be how it tended to work. Um, but I've never been a morning person, and obviously there have been like many things I've had to get up early for, and I've been fine. Like obviously I can get up early if I have to, but I just don't want to have to. Um, which is why it really frustrates me that the sort of the schedule that most places work on, like for example, how long most shops are open for, or if people have like meetings or like uni work, for example, or just general working hours. Most of them, I would say, are early, and not even just like early compared to my schedule, which obviously they are, but just like early in general. I think, and this is a lot of it's based on like being in the UK where I'm from. Our certainly our winters, we get quite short days, quite short like amounts of daylight in the day, and so a lot of the time, getting up and having to get ready, go to school or work or whatever, that is done like in darkness, and that is that doesn't seem right to me. Like you shouldn't be having to get up. And obviously, I know that it obviously changes a lot throughout the year. The sun, like when the sunrise happens in the day, that changes. But like, I just feel like I said in this title, like we give morning people far too much control. I think the fact that like the default time to like start work or whatever is like 9 a.m. or 8:30 or whatever, and like you've got to have done a load of stuff already by that point. I think that's ridiculous. And I'm not, this is obviously not to throw shade to morning people, because I have huge respect for most morning people, because you guys are insane. Like I could never, like I just couldn't manage it. And the fact that so many people do manage it and are literally just morning people, that's really impressive to me, because I don't know how I would do it. But the point is, I don't think, obviously not everyone is a morning person, right? And I feel like we should have better ways to accommodate that. I feel like we should have more like jobs or just general working hours or expectations or whatever for people who are not morning people like me, people who are night people, and people who are more than happy to stay up late. And obviously I know that would have quite a lot of implications, like shops again, for example. I'm not suggesting that every shop is like 24 hours, obviously. I'm also not suggesting that every shop should stay open until like 11 p.m. or whatever, instead of closing at 5 like a lot of them do. Like that's not, obviously not super realistic. But I just feel like so much of the world is run by morning people, and a lot of the like like the advice that I see is like, oh, how you can improve your routine or whatever, like it all starts with getting up earlier. And I'm not sure why that's relevant, to be honest. Like as long, if like most people are sleeping for like 7 or 8 hours a day realistically, right? Especially most adults. And so if as long as you're getting enough sleep and it's on a schedule, like this is something again that I heard in uni and worked out for myself. As long as you're sleeping a good, like the right amount, like 7.5, 8 hours, whatever. And as long as it's on a rough schedule, as long as it's like you're going to bed at like largely the same time each day and you're getting up largely the same time each day, then it's fine. It literally doesn't matter. Your body can just adjust to it, you know. So I'm not really sure why there's such seems to be such an emphasis on people like getting up early and having to do stuff early and all of that, when it's like people are so individual, right? I'm just one person. There are people that are even more night owls than me, right? But there are also people that are like only slightly less. Like there'll be people that stay up till 1 every day and get up at 9 or whatever. And like even then, like if you're starting work or school or whatever at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, that's still an adjustment you like have to make. And like it's slightly confused me. Maybe it is just personal bias, because like I said, I'm not a morning person. I don't like getting up early. But yeah, I kind of wish there was a way that we could more effectively like utilize people's productivity and not have to make people sacrifice what certainly again is for me probably the most productive time of the day is at night, ironically. But like the most productive point of being awake is at night. And so I feel like having to do like work to a normal schedule or like a 9 to 5 schedule or whatever kind of makes me lose that productivity. And obviously like productivity is a myth and all of that. But like I even with things I want to do, right? Even with things I want to do, I feel like if I can get in the zone and I can get a rhythm going, I can just like do stuff for ages and I can focus way better. And again, that tends to happen way more at night. So yeah, I don't know. I I wish there was there was a way that I could, you know, just sort of work around that and like, I wouldn't have to get up so early. But it's unfortunately that's not the way it works. Yeah, the morning people have quite a bit of control over how the world works, and it seems to be that that's just the way it is. And I doubt there's anything I can do to change that. I just need to, you know, readjust my body clock. But I guess that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Yeah, who knows? Like I said, I think I said yesterday as well. I've got this potential. Obviously, I don't know if it's gonna happen yet, but a potential job coming up. Um, and again, you know, part of me thinking about that has led to, you know, this video, because I'm gonna have to get up at realistically like 7 o'clock each day, probably set my alarms for like 6:30 or something like that, to make sure I've got time to, you know, get up, wash, you know, make sure I'm ready, and then get the bus into work, which will take like 45 minutes at least. I'm gonna have to shift my routine as well, because I normally shower in the mornings, but I'm not gonna have time to do that because I'm not, people are gonna be sleeping still, so I don't want to wake people up by just having a shower, because I know that would be noisy. So yeah, gonna have to change my routine, and it'll inevitably mean I have to start going to bed earlier, which is a shame because I don't want to do that. I like staying up. But yeah, that's, you know, that's what you got to do sometimes. So I'm just gonna have to get used to it, I suppose. But I'm trust me, I'm still not happy about it. Yeah, that's about it for today. See you tomorrow.